So there's different channels to put your campaigns in. And these different campaign channels are things like email. So you can do emails. And then you can do social media, which is different than email, direct email. Social media is putting stuff out on social media platforms. And then I wrote down physical marketing, and this is like stuff marketing. This is like direct mail, sending samples, but this is like, think about this one too, is like sending people stuff. So Keziah, when you talk about 10 clients, send them stuff. That could be a thing. You send something in the mail and you go like, oh, here's the thing. My daughter creates merch for Wisdom4Humanity. Send decals to students. So sending stuff is an effective way to market. So if we're talking about email, social media, physical stuff, then you got to talk about face-to-face. There's face-to-face, which you just mentioned too, is like trade shows. And by the way, Keziah, you're probably really good at this because you're more extroverted than I am. But I'm terrible at trade shows because I'm just, and Sean, right? I have that introverted part of me that just doesn't do those well. And there's people that are just good with like, hey, come over to this thing and just talk. It's like, that's not my gig. But there are people that are really good at that. So trade shows, face-to-face is sellers. If you hire sellers, that's part of face-to-face. And then a lot of people rely on word of mouth. It's kind of face-to-face, just talking to people. And I didn't think of all the face-to-face stuff, but that's face-to-face. And then the last one I wrote down here was selling through someone else, which is the name of the book that I flashed in front of you before, Selling Through Someone Else, is things like loyalty programs, ambassador programs, and certainly affiliates and that kind of thing, partner selling. So that's relying on somebody else. Those are the different kinds of channels that you can use for campaigns. And I'm not going to go through those right now, but I just wanted to give you some of those. And then this is where things get messed up with what is selling, what's a campaign and not. Then there's campaign tactics, which is different than the channels. And so, and this isn't an exhaustive list by any means, but campaign tactics is things like offer bundling. That's why I stop at offer. You have a number of different offers, but you can bundle the offers into something. And you can look at those too as bonuses. So that's a bundle offer in a way, is you add bonuses to something. The one that I do not like is discounts. That's a campaign tactic. I think that just erodes the value of your product. So I'm not a big lover of that. And when I was in at Accenture, I would tell clients not to do this too. So that's not just an entrepreneurial thing. Because if you say you get 10% off, all the person hears is the price that was 10% off, not that they got that 10%. Unless they valued that 10% you didn't give, that they don't have to pay, it doesn't generate anything for them. I do a $1 sample. So, but they have to sign up for the $1 sample. Or, but then they have to sign up for the subscription after that. So it's signing up for the subscription. So it's like, get your feet wet. And then they have to purposely unsubscribe if they don't want it, which is a different kind of thing. And then, of course, there's an upsell, cross-sell, and downsell when you look at things. And those are just some of the examples of campaign tactics.